What's up, family? It's the manhood mentor, Jabar Lance Brown, reporting for duty. Hello. Manpower drives the entire world. That's what this segment we're going to talk about. Now, just as a introduction, right? I just wanted to reiterate, in case you didn't know, men create entire civilizations, right? I mean, we literally drive this entire society. It's no part of this planet that you can go to or visit and not see the influences of some great man who has chosen to make his mark. You got to make that same choice at some point. This segment is about the most important position, not the most important person, the most important position amongst all living species, both terrestrial and extraterrestrial. This is about the power of the man. Yeah. You may hear or may have heard someone admonish themselves unbeknownst to them and say something like, well, I'm just a man, or I'm human too, or I'm only a man, right? When in actuality, this person is signaling that he clearly doesn't understand the magnitude of his positioning in heavenly places, our society, and within his own family. Career men, professional men, right? I mean, the men who've taken manhood seriously and have set a great example in this world are vitally important. Without manpower, our evolution as a people would cease. It would stop. It would come to a screeching halt. Every industry would suffer. And our economy as we know it, it will fail. Listen, manpower is important. Let me say that again. Manpower, combination word, compound word, right? Manpower is important. And without manpower in this world, I mean, it'd be like a car without a driver, because it'll never go nowhere. Hey, if you need any more support on this matter, look no further than the book of Psalms, chapter 8, verses 4 through 6, right? It is written, and I quote, I didn't write it, and I didn't make up the quote. It is written, and I quote. So you can go to the book that don't have my name in it and don't have my name on it. And what it says is, who is man that you are mindful of him, and the son of man that you visit him? It's a question. For you have made him a little lower than angels, and you have crowned him with glory and honor. You have made him to have dominion over the works of your hands, and you have put all things under his feet. End of quote. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Those words are powerful, man. Right? And as a man, that passage should send chills through your body. It should give you goosebumps to hear that scripture refer to your species in this way. Manhood is powerful. I felt it, and I still feel it every time I read that. The usage of manpower gives you access to free enterprise, where you can literally speak things into existence, right? For life and death is in the power of the tongue, where you can literally think a thing into existence by the power of your mind. Look all around you, right? Everything you see physically in the world that you reside in has come from the images inside the mind of a man. You have the ability to create the life of your dreams. With the commitment to not quitting, a written plan of action, and at least the faith of a mustard seed, and you got to have some belief in yourself. And I'm going to help you with all of that. I believe you're capable of doing anything you want. It doesn't matter what your shortcomings are, because we all have them. Any male, any man with the right commitment can become a man and can become a greater man. There is no child that's born into manhood. You understand? There's no child that's born into manhood. This child must be groomed and developed into a man. You see? So we all have a clean slate at some point, and we all are codependent on someone else to be ushered into manhood at some point. We all have gifts and personality traits that make us more inclined in various differentiating ways. Learn how to use your manpower in a creative, productive way, and you will never be without money, because manpower used in a constructive way, it will attract opportunity. Manpower used in a constructive way will attract opportunity. Hello. Manpower has become an anomaly in our society. In fact, you will be an anomaly once you grab hold of your rightful position and assume leadership as a man. What does your family need more than anything? This is a question that I have to you. This is a question that I pose to you. What does your family need more than anything? What do you need more than anything, sir? You need to be the best version of yourself, right? When you at your best, then everyone else can rest. Average men have become too acceptable. We ain't on that. Yeah, we want to be above average. We want to be the pinnacle of every category that we participate in. Mediocre men have become too commonplace, right? And we got to disinfect that energy. We don't even want it around us no more, man. You got to shake that thing off. You understand? We need more men who are aware of the manpower they possess and that has an understanding of how to use that manpower. Check this out, right? If and when you learn how to channel your manpower, if and when you learn how to control your attitude, if and when you learn how to funnel your emotions toward a particular objective, you'll be virtually unstoppable. Yeah, that way. Without manpower, you become weak. The world is a weaker place without men using their manhood and putting it on display in a constructive way. In fact, I got another question. See, these are interactive lessons. It ain't just me talking. Nah, interaction, right? This is how we grow and we learn from one another. I'm just the one facilitating the lesson, but we all gonna grow and learn from one another, right? The question, what would happen if there were no men around, right? What would happen to your family if you wasn't around? I offer you a few seconds to ponder on that. I can't even imagine, man. Just to keep it all the way a buck with you. It's scary stuff, man. The world will probably cave in on itself without the power of men to hold it up. The reality is this, champ. Us, as men, have to stay on our A game because the evolution of mankind depends on it. You get that? Look at that word right there. That's another compound word for you. Mankind. Men make things, right? Men create, and we procreate in more ways than one, right? By one man, sin came into the world, and by one man, sin was undone, or so the story goes. The moral of the story, though, is a lot can be done through the power of one. The next time you feel indifferent about yourself, the next time you feel indifferent about your position in this world, the next time you feel indifferent about your productivity, just remember what I've always said, right? And you can keep the quote, but it is the men who create the world that the boys play in. Let that sink in. It is the men who create the world that boys play in. And for those men who will make a decision to commit to displaying and exercising their manpower in a creative way and actually decide to create something that the world can use, you'll be rewarded exponentially. Being a man is not a part-time position, champ. It's an all-the-time position. Master using your manpower in constructive ways, and the world will respond in your favor. So get busy. It's time to create.